peeks right through me. I forget how to talk. Morality peeks right through my feet. I forget how to walk. Only thing I have left to my freedom.
I should have been graphic designer. I like the page layout.
How are you? You Victoria?
Yes.
I'm Danny.
Danny.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
He's the advisor.
Tell me about when you became an artist and what inspired you.
I don't remember ever becoming an artist. I think I've always been an artist.
Okay.
And I know many people think that they were artists right when they were kids, and I do feel that I was. So.
Okay. You were born an artist.
Yeah, I was born an artist.
Why do you say that?
I was always making stuff. I was just always making stuff.
Okay.
Like playing in the mud and playing with clay and making things. So.
Where did it start then? You've had probably different versions of your creative process of your artwork over your lifetime.
Yeah.
So you remember where it started in the beginning when it got to putting on canvas your idea, your thought, your view of things?
I guess it started in high school. I started painting in high school.
Okay.
And then I went to art school from there. So I went to Emily Carr from high school. And then, but actually I was taking photography.
Okay.
So then I took a 10-year break and I went back to art school at Langara, and then I was doing sculpture and painting.
Okay.
And then from there, basically I've been always painting, but off and on.
Okay.
So whenever I had the space, I would paint. So I've been painting consistently for the last 8 years or so.
Okay.
Yeah.
The same kind of paintings, or
It's progressed.
where did it start 8 years ago then? What were the kinds of things you were painting?
It was colorful, it was
Okay.
abstract, it was bright, lots of distinct shapes and forms.
Okay.
So when I look back on those older paintings, I see a lot of what I'm doing now.
Ah, you've come full circle.
In a way, yes, but also branched off into another arena altogether with like this kind of, like the more abstract stuff is newer.
So this is some of your newest work.
Yeah.
And what was going on for you as this was happening?
I'm trying to distill down the essential stuff.
Okay.
So this is inspired by forests and the light coming through the trees.
Okay.
So I'm just trying to distill it down to like what's the most important thing, like edit out all the other stuff.
Okay.
And so that's what that is, and so I'm doing more of that.
Ah,
Same with
okay.
the flowers. It's more like just a general shape and some expressive like brush mark and things like that. I'm interested in so many things. It's really hard. I'll have to edit a lot.
Okay.
Because you can't put everything in one painting.
Sure.
But I'm really interested in the shapes and the details that you see in shadows.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah, so that's where some of the subtleties come from in some of the bigger areas.
Ah, okay.
Like, say this area.
Okay.
It's kind of like when you look at a shadow, you can still see stuff in it.
Sure, but it's
Yeah.
different
It's
than when the
different.
light is shining strong on it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think the future of art is? Where do things go?
Good question.
What might be something incredible to happen in the art world?
I don't know.
Nothing comes to mind?
don't
How
know.
about for you personally? What's something in terms of your vision or dream for the future? Your life has been, you are an artist. 8 years you've been going through a process,
Yeah.
more recently, and then you reflect or think forward into the future. What becomes something incredible if it all were to happen?
I think it's that self-actualization as an artist,
Okay.
which I think is a goal, but I don't know that any artist achieves it.
Okay.
It's always a striving for, and that's what keeps me going. Like,
Okay.
I love that painting, but I
This
need
one.
to do more, and I'm gonna, the next one will be the one that I love, and so that just, keeps you moving forward.
So you're really what you're doing, not just as a commercial or as a artistic endeavor, but it's really becomes a part of who you are.
Yeah, absolutely. It's
Right?
an expression of who I am. Yeah.
Very cool. Thank you for talking.
Thank you.
And people can find you
VictoriaClasson.com
Victoria.com.
and
Okay.
Victoria.Classon.art on Instagram.
Good. Thank you.
Thanks.
Only place I have left to keep my dreams is on this upside down island I made, floating on orange sky and open sea. Only place where I can be with you forever. Forever.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
Is it okay filming your work and maybe getting you a customer?
Sure, I don't mind.
I-
I'm doing
I-
TikTok to get a customer, so.
Advisor Danny, I'm on TikTok, but I'm not
Are
a
you?
big TikToker.
Really?
But I will find you.
Tears fall down my cheeks. I forget how to smile. Reality pulls me far down. I forget how to dream. Only place I have left to keep my dreams is on this upside.
1,000 Persians. You're from Iran?
Yeah,
Tehran?
yeah. Although I've lived in Canada for 40 years,
Okay.
so I'm a mix. I have family in Iran, but I'm more Canadian.
What? This is your name? And you have social media other than TikTok? And it's pronounced Katana Shurka?
Yeah.
When did you
Cabernet like Chardonnay.
when did you become an artist?
I've always dabbled in art, but I have an aunt and an uncle who are artists, and so they mentored me throughout my life. And I'm in the business world, but I've just been doing this on the side. This is my happy place to come.
Okay.
And the crawl and this studio has enabled me to come, and so every year I'm just learning from everybody else.
What inspires your artwork?
Well, right now it's life events.
Life events.
Yeah.
So yes, that's where I
Yeah,
recognize this.
that inspired this one.
Okay.
And then the other ones, I love flowers and trees. I just think there's a lot of life in them. So,
Right. Tam and me, I was just telling them, I interviewed her last spring, and I asked 3 questions of everybody, the same, pretty boring.
Yeah.
Where did you come from?
Yeah.
How did you get here? And what's
Yeah.
your dream? And hers was to go back to Japan. And I said, 3 weeks or so later, I messaged her. I said, let's do it. I'll plan it. And so we're going to Japan next March, April, May for 50 stops, small venues, and for her to be able to share her music with her home country. So, whatever comes up in life, that's why I tell people, don't be too politically correct. Don't be too afraid. Life is really short. I can't force anybody even to want to be filmed, but I have discovered in life, if you open yourself up a little bit, even if you come from places of pain and other things, good things happen.
Totally. totally. You know, honestly, my dream is, people ask me a lot about like this whole stuff that's happening in Iran. My dream is to take people who love to see the world to go back and see how
That would be
beautiful
so
that is.
cool.
And if I can do that, and you know, going to Japan, and like we just all become so much richer when we learn each other's cultures and respect and enable
Absolutely.
everybody. So no, it's great.
I interviewed, her name is Aliyah Abbas from Karachi, Pakistan.
Oh, that's another place I
I
want to
did a
go.
long series, and she is a plus-size beauty influencer. So she has 70-some thousand followers on Instagram. Let it sparkle. But through the series of interviews with her, I discovered, not having been to Pakistan, that it's an amazing, welcoming people that the media would have us believe is a home of terrorism.
Yeah.
Everybody's a terrorist. All the kids, all the parents, the women, everybody wants to kill you. And the exact opposite is true, I discovered. And so, once again,
And you know, that's what we're right now trying to do so much, is really show people that Iran has just such beauty. And people are so kind and loving and compassionate. And what you see in the media is just so different than when I go back and I see the country and I interact with people. It's just, it's no different than how kind people are here. Right there, all around the world. If you go,
Absolutely.
people are so kind. So yeah,
I've been in 116 countries.
have you? Oh,
My work is helping small business owners
yeah.
achieve something they want to.
16 countries.
They want to franchise, or they want to acquire, or they want to set up anything.
Yeah,
Whatever it
love
is, if it's something I can do and they agree and I like them, then we work together.
Oh, really?
And I discovered everywhere in the world, sitting on the Arabian Sea with Ali Al-Hashimi in Doha. What a wonderful Muslim friend. And people had been led to believe everybody of certain religions were a certain way. And it's not
You just
true.
need to be open. You know, human beings are the same all around the world. You
Yes.
just get to decide whether you're open to seeing that or not.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice
I'm
to
at
meet you.
38 countries. Wow, 116 countries. Yeah.
Well,
I never thought of that.
따뜻하니 알아 고요합다 shining
how are you? Are you the artist? Do you mind talking to me on film?
Sure, I can talk to you.
Well, maybe this will be a thumbnail. What's your name?
I'm Janine Breck.
Janine?
cold sky